Everybody want to touch us on me. Everybody want to touch us on me. Everybody want to see us. They want to touch us on me. They want to touch us.
Yes, my people, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel, where an experienced detective of the Jamaica Constabulary Force is about to educate you with facts and not propaganda or hyperbole for the government or its minions. And a matter of fact, the Jamaican media that has been the enemy of the Jamaican people from independence, August 1962, when the British allowed the Jamaican people to take care of their own affairs. I'm not here to support criminals or their supporters. I do believe that criminals must live in fear for their lives, not the law abiding citizens. When the British handed over Jamaica to our ancestors and our bossy slaves, it was a very prosperous, robust, ethical, decent, honest, and moral society. The citizens used to shun, marginalize, and distance themselves from others who were involved in violating others' rights and property as citizens and denounce criminality. As the years goes by, the music, which is very powerful, the Jamaican people have become desensitized, hypnotized, and in bed with the criminals who are the most destructive people in Jamaica. Hence, this kind of behavior has made Jamaica the criminal's paradise in the Caribbean Sea. And it is a badge of honor for criminals to be revered, celebrated, and emulated by the populace. If you are a criminal, look further than look further than no other than Christopher Dudusco. He is our youth role model in Jamaica. No one wants to be loved in Jamaica. Everyone wants others to fear them because that makes them feel good about themselves because they have the power to determine who lives or who dies. That is so sad. Today is October 31st, 2021 at about 2 p.m. And I'm here. And here it is, folks, the long awaited titles that the world of the international criminals, gay, and terrorists can say about my island. You know when you are doing great in any fields or discipline, and these are the results, you know that you are doing a great job. Listen here. Jamaica, the criminal's paradise, check. That's good. Jamaica, the gay paradise, check. That's great. Jamaica, the terrorist paradise, is in progress as negotiations continue with the various government agencies and stakeholders in the terroristic arena in Jamaica, as far as the Middle East, Africa, Colombia, and other parts of South America. Great job so far by all the stakeholders for this momentous achievement. The various Jamaican governments has created these Frankensteins over the years, and now some of them want to blame outside influence when it is our doings. Let's face the truth and stop lying to the gullible people. If you are not a criminal or have close connection to someone who is a known criminal, no one will respect you in Jamaica. And that's the truth. Law abiding citizens are not role models in Jamaica, and that's a fact. The Jamaican culture has various kings for every aspect of the Jamaica way of life through their respective hearts. Here are some of the unofficial kings of Jamaica. Some of our kings are dead and some are alive. So let's start with number one, the Jamaican gay king, or the king of the gays is the late His Excellency Dr. Kevin O. Smith of Montego Bay, St. James. He was brought down to St. James by the late PMP LGBTQ plus activist, caretaker, and scammer, and the flaming scammer, the late Bebe. Anyone who's from Jamaica or Montego Bay do not know Bebe need to check themselves because Bebe is one of the most notorious homosexual scammer and he's the godfather of scamming. So some other time we'll touch on that. Number two, the king of reggae. Yeah, man, no other than Bob Marley. You're jamming one love, let's get together and all unite. That's, part of Bob Marley mantra. The king of track and field. Yes, Usain Bolt is the fastest man alive on earth. So, every sphere and discipline in our Jamaican society, we have different kings. The king of rocksteady music is the late Uri. No guy can't take that from him, you know what I'm saying? The king of comedy is Oliver Samuels. Samuels will make you laugh and till you pee up yourself. No other comedian is good as him. The king of dancehall is no other than Yellow Man. In the 1980s, Yellow Man ruled the dancehall scene and stage shows. And he was a big hit in the international arena. He was crowned the dancehall king, not by Jamaican people, but by the international community because of his delivery and his wittedness. The king of government corruption is no other than that former Prime Minister, P.J. Patterson. Yeah, the Shell waiver scandal and the Iran sugar deal. In some other jurisdiction or some other country, PJ Patterson would go to prison for those things. But in Jamaica, you're celebrated because the first thing, hey, you're a black man. You understand what I'm saying? And it's black man time, so black man can't thief and get away with it. So that was it. No police investigation. Jamaica is a third world country and a criminal's paradise. Party in power protect them friends and them things. You understand? And he became a three-term prime minister. The king of scamming, of scammers, the Jamaica prime minister, St. Andrew Holiness, told the people when the PMP LGBTQ plus party is in power, crime increases and the people are living in fear. And the JLP LGBTQ plus party can change the trajectory and let the criminals live in fear. If you believe that he was serious, I have a piece of land at Beverly Hills, Kingston, given away to my first subscriber who believe what the man said during his political campaign. People are doing everything to immigrate from Jamaica to any other place on earth because the criminals are the ones who are running the show. And the people are the ones who are afraid of their lives, not the criminals. For instance, in Jamaica or Jamaica has solidified itself as being a criminal paradise. A man can kill 11 people, murdered 11 people, and that person um, would get a life sentence of 20 years. And in 15 years, that person can get parole and come back and kill more people again. So that's how it is in Jamaica. So, that's a legacy of St. Andrew Holiness, the great scammer, you understand? So we don't know what is benefit from the crime thing, why he loves criminals so much. The king of slackness, sexual and vulgarity, explicit music is no other than Vibes Cartel. Yes, Vibes Cartel is the man that make the government have to change laws and change how people traverse and public transportation. Take off the tint. Jamaica is a very hot place, so the tint the vehicle cool. You understand? And because of Vibe Cartel music, what people were doing things inside of the vehicle that is only that's supposed to be done in secrecy, behind closed doors and closed windows and out of the view of others. Vibe Cartel bring that to the fore and get people desensitized. That people don't even care about that. That was like, but people celebrate doing things and people watching like you're watching a blue movie. So that's why he's the king of vulgarity, the king of crime. is none other than the JLP LGBTQ plus activist, strongman Christopher Dudusco. And I can go on and on about the kings in Jamaica, but time is of the essence. And you know that Jamaican people have a short attention span, so I have to be short. So if the video is more than 15 or 20 minutes, I have to cut it in two. On Monday, October 25th, 2021, the Jamaica King of Gays, His Excellency, the late Gay King Kevin Smith of Montego Bay, St. James, Jamaica, died under suspicious, or should I say mysterious circumstances along the Linstead Bypass Highway in the community of Mickerton District, Linstead, Peels, and Catherine, as reported by the Jamaican police. According to some of his detractors and supporters alike, His Excellency, the Gay King Kevin O. Smith, is not dead and is in Canada and other sightings in Cuba. I don't know which world these people are living in, but I rather to stay in the real world. His detractors are saying that he's dead, 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 hasn't it? And I am not a fan or a detractor of the man. I'm just telling you as it is. You understand? Every man to his own, and that was his way. At the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we believe that his death was a tragedy and nothing else. Unless there's evidence to the contrary to show otherwise, we don't believe in conspiracy theory. We believe in facts, and the truth is permanent. Let's move on. His Excellency the Gay King Kevin Smith from Montego Bay, St. James, has shown the world that Jamaica is not a homophobic island or country, and the stigma must be removed from those who propagate such notion and ideas in their heads because that is what it is. It's just some crazy thinking. The international media houses have successfully branded Jamaica for years as the most homophobic place in the Caribbean Sea and even on earth, with made up story not rooted in facts but emotions and lies. The late Jamaican Gay King, His Excellency Kevin O. Smith, has silenced Jamaican haters and vindicated the Jamaican people, thus making them shame that not even one of the international media houses would report on his death. His responsibilities for killing three of his members as sacrificial lamb and was about to kill another 144 people is not news to them, shows that they are not interested in reporting the truth, but sensational lie story. It, it was the Jamaican police that prevented this massacre, like Jim Jones in Guyana. Because of the music sung by various artists in Jamaica denouncing men having sex with men and using violent connotations to their behavior through the eyes of what they have read or socialized by our ancestors through the British brainwashing. So what the Jamaican people have been doing for years, it's nothing. We didn't bring it. It's not an African tradition or culture. This is something that the British have imparted to us. You understand? Because remember that our ancestors have been brainwashed by the British. So whatever the British have told them, that is something that our ancestors has passed on to us. You understand? So that's why our people are like that. So our people have been socialized by these people. So and now people they are branding us as being homophobic. Which is it is not fair to the Jamaican people. You understand? And it is wrong by them for doing that. They are the one that started it. They are the one that passed on all these things to us, tell us not to steal and stuff like that. With some of our people now, that's what they're gravitating to. Everything that the British has taught us, they are going against it. You understand? As a Jamaican and a former detective who have worked closely with many police officers who are known gays in the police force, I can defend my island of birth, Jamaica, as a safe place for anyone who is gay, homosexual, lesbian, cross-dresser, or anything that is a fact and a way of the Jamaican society. The truth is permanent. Any Jamaican who does not know a gay person in their community needs to check themselves because they would be lying to themselves. I live with one who was my neighbor from he was a baby until he became an adult. And we have never treated him differently. He's alive and never faced attack from not even a fly or a student at his school where he's working. And that's in Jamaica. One thing I can tell the world is that Jamaican people do not kill gays. Gays always kill each other out of jealous rage and lacking emotional constraint. The main reason why I'm doing this video is to show the hypocrisy of our Jamaican media houses in Jamaica and their failure to report truthfully about His Excellency, the gay king Kevin O. Smith. Give the man what he deserves and stop labeling him otherwise or try to change the subject and narrative. I haven't seen any report in the American media of this gay king and his academy, where he housed young men and at a gay church in the heart of Montego Bay, St. James, Jamaica. St. James, Montego Bay, St. James is the most wicked and murderous place in Jamaica in 2021, where gunmen kill people less than a yard from police stations regularly because Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. Criminals do not fear the police or murderers. They know that they are the chosen one. The late gay king Kevin O. Smith was a man who had a compound with a congregation of both men and women. But the young men were groomed by him to facilitate his sexual appetite, and his favorites were young boys. And this was not a secret in Montego Bay, St. James. And not a single gunman went to his property and killed any of these people. So when the international and local media houses are telling the world that Jamaica is a homophobic society, this man and his provability should and must erase this big lie about Jamaica because the Jamaican people are not homophobic. The Jamaican people are criminal supporters, sympathizers, and abettors to crime. And now we can finally say that the Jamaican people has showed the world that Jamaica is the gay paradise in the Caribbean Sea. And no entity can take that away, that crown from Jamaica. None. Now the things that His Excellency the gay king Kevin O. Smith have shown the world that Jamaica is a criminal's paradise and a gay paradise by committing various felonies, frauds, murder, etc., et al. In his church at Montego Bay, St. James, and was able to get away with it because of his connection with influential and powerful people in Jamaica political arena, like former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller, who was walking around with him on the island telling the populace that she was going to win. And he was instrumental in influencing her to call to call a general election in which St. Andrew Holiness trounced and beat her badly, which sent her into retirement. So it was this guy, it was the gay king, Kevin O. Smith, who helped contribute to Portia Simpson retirement from the political landscape. You understand? That's how powerful this man was. He caused the prime minister to retire for them to kick her out of the party because she had lost badly to St. Andrew Holiness. Most importantly, let's not forget that it was former Prime Minister Portia Simpson, the first Prime Minister to ever come out to the public supporting the repeal of the Burglary Act in Jamaica, which the British, the former enslaver, the slave masters, have left on the books for us to live as a people. And now they want to get rid of it. His Excellency, King of the Gays, Kevin O. Smith, was very involved in this new party mandate to make it legal. So, this man was a prize, for the homosexuals in Jamaica and around the world because there's a law that's on the book in Jamaica, where it's all the laws before our boss's slave changing are laws that the British had passed on to us. So they left it with us and our ancestors. They used them. You understand? But this man, was able to convince Portia Similar to get rid of this law. You understand? Well, this is the end of part one, I should say, because you know that Jamaican people attention span is very short. So I have to leave it at this. I'll come back some other time. I'll follow up with part two of it. You understand? I have another project going on. So part two will become shortly, right after this one. You understand? So um, yeah, like and share the video. But I hope that the world will see now that Jamaica is not a homophobic country because this man has showed the world that Jamaican people they live with homosexual people, gay people, lesbian, and all kind of people, and they don't bother them because you can see, this man was in the heart of the most murderous place in Jamaica with his congregation, and everybody know that this man, the house that he lives in, oh man, flaming biggest fire. You understand what I'm saying? The man was a flamer, the gay king, and no one bothers him because that's how it is. People don't care what people want to do behind closed door, but they were saying that we are homophobic people. So now that he has exposed them, um, part two is coming up shortly. Thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. Remember to like and share the video. Most of all comment. Don't just watch, man, Share your thoughts. You understand? Peace. One love.